This video and its contents are for adult collectors.
I try to keep it no secret that I'm actually a really big fan of the Siege and War for Cybertron Micromasters. I think they're fun and neat and whatever, and they do kind of get a bad rap. And today I wanted to go through the top 10 best Micromasters we got from the Micromaster revival, especially because it seems like we're not going to get any more of these. Starting us off, it's the little Firebird that could at number 10, Road Grabber. I really like this guy. My biggest problem with him is he doesn't have heals, and that's a big problem for a lot of the Siege and War for Cybertron Micromasters, is the early ones just can't stand up. And unfortunately, despite his super sick, like, Camaro Firebird mashup alt mode, he can't stand, and that's like what holds him back. But I do really like him, mainly just because he turns into one of my favorite cars of all time. But yeah, Road Grabber. I think this one is Flak. I forget exactly which one he is. This is from the Decepticon Military Patrol, though, and he's really, really good. He has good posability. I think his head can even turn. Yeah, so that's super unique. And he's just a fun little tank with a rotating turret. I really like him. My big problem with him and why he's at number 9 is these heals. He's designed off of the same engineering as the Fire Truck mold, which the Fire Truck is the worst Micromaster. Don't at me. This one really takes that Fire Truck mold and fixes a lot of the problems with it and gives us a fun little tank Micromaster. He's really, really good, and I like him a lot. The last of the three, and at number 8, is Big Daddy. So this is the last one that's like just my preference. Big Daddy, I do think, is a great Micromaster. Also, how can you not love the name Big Daddy? Or, sorry, I forgot. The Micromaster's name is Daddy-O. So very, very cool. Turns into a classic muscle car. Super sick colors, black and orange, a favorite of mine. And yeah, just a really, really cool Micromaster all the same. 7 and 6, we have a twofer, and it's the Missile Truck or the Fire Truck Micromasters. Now, this does come in a few flavors. Right here, I have cherry, but it also comes in blue raspberry and banana. So if you're looking for those, you can find them. I love these guys. I think I like this one just a little bit more, but this one's also really good. And both of these are sick little combining Micromasters that turn into a large missile truck or a fire truck, depending which one you get. And I think that these are totally worth picking up. If you haven't experienced these Micromasters, you're going to see these molds later on down the line because there's a reason that these ones are on here. They're really, really good, and they make up some of the best Micromasters out there. At number 5, in the middle of the road, we have Pipo, but Pipo, you might notice, looks kind of familiar. That's because it's based off the same engineering as one half of the Fire Truck. Like I said, those guys are really, really good, and you're going to see them down the line. Pipo, unfortunately, is only available through the HasLab campaign with Deathsaurus, so not everyone is going to be able to experience this, but he is a great little fun ambulance, and I really love having that Fire Truck mold, the one that I said was really good, as its own individual vehicle. Pipo really delivers, and the colors are nice, and it's an actual character from Transformers Victory, which also elevates this thing. Pipo coming in at number 5 in the middle of the road. It's all uphill from here. Next up, we have one half of the Air Patrol set. This is Airwave specifically. Now, this mold is just good in general, but I personally prefer Airwave because this is the one that goes with the modulator base. Now, something really cool about this guy is he's the only Micromaster to get elbows. He's also has blast effect compatible little ports on his hand, knees. This is just a cool one, and the transformation is really clever with the arms folding up into the wings and forming that, and the nose cone just kind of covering the legs. But still, a really fun and good transformation, and it's just a great little Micromaster. Again, I like Airwave a lot, mainly because it goes with the modulator base, but you could get the Decepticon 2-pack where this is way more readily available instead of the like 10-pack that this came out of, and be just as happy. Number 4 is going to Airwave. This might be a little personal bias, but number 3 is going to go to another black and orange king, and that's Iron Tread or Ironworks. Again, from the from the 10-pack here. Iron Tread is a redo of the Ironworks Micromaster, so it goes with the modulator base, and he's a little black and orange semi-truck. And for some reason, I just really love little trucks, and when you make them black and orange with a faceplate and visor and a silver deco, this just really sings to me, man. It's so cute, and I love this guy. It's one of those things that I carried this guy in my pocket for like 2 weeks after I got him because I loved him so much. This is just my little guy, you know, my little feller. I really like him, and he's a lot of fun. So if you haven't experienced the I want to call him Powertrain, but I don't think that's his name. But if you haven't experienced this Micromaster, he's a lot of fun, and he looks great with the Ironworks modulator. And unfortunately, he is hard to get because he's from that 10-pack. But yeah, number 3 is Iron Tread. Coming up in second place, which is no small achievement, this is Boer. Also based off of that same combining fire truck Micromaster, Boer here really steals the show when it comes to Micromasters. And honestly, he could be number 1. Like, this is just a really good Micromaster. He has the head tilt. I don't think he has a waist swivel, but he has really good knees. He turns into something completely unique to every other Micromaster. And he's just really, really good. Something about Boer, you know, is just good. He's just a good Micromaster. And that's really all they needed to be. If all of them were like Boer, we'd have a winning theme on our hands here. But yeah, you may be wondering, what could number 1 be? What could number 1 be if Boer is second, you know? I don't think any other Micromaster deserves first place more than Countdown. This came out of Siege, and it is the best Siege Micromaster. I'm standing by the fact that this is the best Micromaster. He looks cool. He is cool. There are like 3 bases for him, because you have Omega Supreme, Skylynx, and the Botropolis set. All of those were meant to reference Countdown's rocket base. I don't think any Micromaster has received as much love as he has. He also has pinned wheels on the back, which means he rolls incredibly well. He has a fun and quick and easy transformation, and he gets to bypass the whole like gun mode that a lot of the Micromasters had, because he just doesn't need to form it. He's Countdown. He's above that. He's better than that. And I absolutely love him. The only unfortunate thing about him is you have to buy Omega Supreme to experience this. But it is what it is. Love that asymmetrical detailing on there. Countdown is definitively, in my opinion, the best Micromaster. And there you have it, what I am calling the top 10 Micromasters from Siege, Earthrise. I legitimately think that these are the best Micromasters. These ones are pretty easy to get. This one's pretty easy to get. This guy's easy to get. This guy's easy to get. It's really when you get to these top 3 where they're a little hard to get. I guess the top 4, but you can get a similar mold for both of these out of a standard Micromaster pack. It's really Pipo, Boer, and Countdown that are locked behind. I guess this is kind of impossible to get now, and then this is just incredibly difficult to find. There is a bit of a barrier to entry to experience the good ones, but luckily these two share the engineering with these two, so you're going to be able to like at least understand why they're so loved, why they're so good. But Countdown never shares engineering with anyone, so it is what it is. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. Let me know if I should do more top 10s in the comments below. But I'll see you in the next one, which should be loading right over here. Don't forget to click on that. Check out my support links down in my description, and I'll see you there. This has been Bots Obsession.
If you like my channel's content, support it with a Patreon subscription or channel membership, links below. Thank you.